Hello and welcome back to Alex Goes Sailing. Today we're down in Falmouth and we had to do a quick launch. We left at 2 in the morning, got down at about, I don't know, 9ish, and then set up the boat, and then just as we were about to launch, loads of people came and didn't have the best slipway etiquette. But we're on the water now. It's about 1 o'clock now, we're already underway, motoring our way around. The goal is to get to the Isles of Scilly and then do some laps around there and then come all the way back to Falmouth. We're going to go from Wednesday to Wednesday. We have Daniel here. He's back for another trip. He wanted to do the Isles of Scilly, so that's what we're doing. We'll see some more of Falmouth on our way back, I'm sure, but we're just zooming out now. We're doing about 6 knots on the motor. We haven't even finished preparing the boat. It's still a tip. We're still going to put the main on and run some lines through all this stuff, and yeah, so I'm going to get cracking with that. I'm going to put the main up at least, because the wind's coming from kind of over there, so we can kind of motor sail at least. It's a little light on wind, but especially when we get around the lizard, we'll be going away from it, but we'll see. We'll see what we get up to. We could turn into Penzance and then go across tomorrow morning to the Isles of Scilly. We're just going to see when we're working out to be. They're on the bow, they're on the bow. Daniel, get to the bow now. Hang on. Right, look at this sun. The sun is setting and well, absolutely bliss out here. Not much wind, but it's nice. So we probably spent about what, 30 quid in fuel or maybe 40 quid. So it's not all bad really. We're almost there now. We're about 2 hours out, hour and a half-ish, something like that. And we're just gonna do dinner before we get in. So we're gonna have fajitas and we're gonna cook them up on the water, because then we can just go straight in, anchor, relax and chill. We're also gonna put the head sail up because, well, while the wind is non-existent, it's a pretty good idea to put it up, since I think for the rest of the week it's going to be a decent amount of wind, so we should get a decent amount of sailing in around the Isles of Scilly, which is going to be fun. But we do have to pick the correct weather window to actually get back across, because we don't want to be stuck, because we both have actual work to do, so we can't miss that. Well, I'd like to miss that, but I'm sure they won't be happy. But now it's time to get some fajitas on the go. Hello, it is the next morning. There's loads more boats coming into the anchorage now, but we got in last night as the sun was setting and found a good little spot, dropped hook. 5 meters of water. At night it dropped down to about 1.5, 2 meters. So that's pretty good. And then Daniel's been yakking around a bit this morning. We've had our bacon baps, a good staple. And I'm just about to put on the Trust Me kicker onto the dinghy because we've got to do a fuel run for the big boat, because on this beach, just behind that blue doored hut over there, is fuel. Now you can get fuel in the harbour around the other side, but it can be quite busy, and here's just easy enough. But also we'll be walking along that little path along the end to where the cannons are, just to explore a bit, and then I think we're going to try and head off to a bunch of different islands, because at the minute weather window's looking like we have to go on Saturday, and it's now Thursday, so we're going to try and get in all of the spots. So we're going to hit this island quick, go for a walk, get fuel, then we're going to go to the pub on the other island if all pans out okay, and then for the rest of the days we're going to try the northern set of islands, because I haven't really explored there too much, and I think they're quite cool. So that's the plan anyway. Right, we're on the beach. We've done our fuel run earlier. We actually went to that side of the beach, but look at this. A couple of years ago that was Mingulay sat over there, but now it's Mingulay. Your first time to the Isles of Scilly as well?
Yeah, my first time.
So he's shocked by how clear the water is. I was too, but there you go. The kicker's working well. We've put it into low profile mode, so you just flick it up to like halfway, lock it off, and you can come right in at the beach. Nice and easy, and the remote is helpful too. So yeah, we're going to leave this here. Should be fine, no one's going to take it, and they won't get far if they do, because it's only a small island. But we're going to go for a walk, find some ice cream, maybe some pastries. We'll see how we get on. Right, we've made it up to the top, right by the garrison, little Star Fort, and St Mary's Harbour in there, or pool they call it. You can see the Scilly is there, all the boats. But Samson Island, where we anchored before on Mingulay, and down in between the two and over there, I really want to try and explore over there a bit more this trip round. Might stop over at Samson and pop over somewhere else. I'll have to see how we get on, but the wind is filled in and it's going to be coming this direction most of the time we're here. Made it to the cannons. See the walls down there, that's good, and then St Agnes. So we're going to come zooming out of here. I think we're going to try the top end, although it's a bit more exposed, but waves can't be that bad and we can probably tuck in. We're only going to stop there for some dinner. We're probably not going to stay there tonight. That's the plan. Back to town and get some food. Right, we were just down there, back up here. You see Mingulay down there, and you can also see actually she's twisting and turning a little bit more than some of the other boats. I mean, some of the other boats are actually twisting a decent amount, but she definitely moves a tiny bit different to the rest. Right, just put the outboard on, got our maps up. We're going to head to the cove. That's what the anchorage is called, the cove. Literally straight out of there, you can see the rock there. We've just got to go around that. Nice and simple. Got the yak back on board. Daniel's just about to pull anchor. You have to let me know if you want me to put it in gear if it's too heavy.
Yeah.
So I can put it in gear and it'll help a bit, but I don't think it'll be too bad. It's blowing about 11 to 15 knots today-ish. Maybe a touch more than gusts. The weather's changed as well, so we might not have to go on the Saturday. Might be able to go on like the Monday or the Tuesday. So the storm's like moved away and not coming this way, so we'll have to keep an eye on it though, because you don't want to get stuck here. Look at this, all the action going on. Oh, I left the anchor light on. Whoops. Looks well set in. It's weird, I can see my anchor. That was easy to come up. Should be nice and clean, not muddy like normal. Look at that. Right, back to the boat. We start drifting into everyone else. I think we'll go down this gap over here, shoot through there. So we've got nice controls here. We'll just wait for it to rotate a bit more. Click it into forward, should have thrust. Rotate a little bit more. You left it on the bow? Yeah, cool. Yeah. Look at that. The outboard is not needed. We're just cruising out past all these rocks, getting close to them. But literally, there's a mark there. We're going to go near that, and then round into the anchorage there. So there's that mark is just over there. So we'll go near that, and then round into there. So, but we're pretty much going dead downwind, and we're doing about 4 knots with just the head sail up. So easy. Easy sailing. Right, so we're zooming along. Daniel said we hit 5 knots. We only got the head sail up. Didn't bother with the main because we just go from there to literally here. As long as we don't hit the rocks, we'll be fine. It's a little shallow over this little bit here, but even then it's deep enough. The tide is dropping and fairly low already, so we've just got to be careful of that, but yeah, lovely. We are doing 5.6 with just the head sail up, and maybe 8 knots of wind, who knows. So, better than half wind speed, which is good. Can you imagine if we had both sails up? This is also lovely spinnaker weather today. And screecher weather, mind you. Right, looks like we're rounding. I better focus a bit here. Right, just dropped the sail. Anchorage looks pretty full, but the benefit of having a small boat, well, we're wide now, but we're relatively small, and we've got a very shallow draft, so we can get where the big boats can't. Let's see how we get on. He's going in. Is it cold?
A little chilly.
He's doing it the slow way.
Problem is, it's not another step.
So is that the low you go?
No, that can go.
Or you go to the front of the boat where it's going to be shallower and just slide in through the hole. You can ease yourself in, lay on the trampoline, slide in through the hole. Whoa!
That deep.
That was a sharp deep breath in then. Right, we've done our little walk up to the, well, we're on G, I think it's called, G. You know Sam from the videos, he had a little diggy in, I think it was in Christchurch Harbour, and that was called G. So we're on G. But over there is the pub we're gonna go to. And it looked real nice, outdoor seating, sounds like a good shout. And then yeah, get back to the boat. Tide's rising now, so we've got to be a little bit careful. But onwards through the ferns and bushes in shorts and flip-flops. Right, outboard has been started. Dinghy is in tow. We leave the kicker on there. It should be fine. And we've just lifted this kayak on. Since we're towing two things at once, we could tie that one onto this side, but kind of in the way of the outboard a little bit. Could tie it further off on that side, but it's easier to bring it up on board. And if you walk up the front, Daniel's pulling in the anchor. And the anchor gets pulled off and dropped in there, but since we're going to an anchorage, we just tie it off on that one cleat and leave it on the bow. So if we're going on a long sail or somewhere, we always put it away because it's easier and less hassle, less chance of lines getting caught on it, so we're doing an attack or something. But as you can see, the sun has run out, and that's only because we're here and it's getting blocked by the land. So hopefully by going to Samson we get a bit more sun for a little longer. So look at that Daz Cat. Cornish made boat, I think, so get one if you want one. A bit pricey. Wouldn't see me get one anytime soon, but if I was going to get a cat, look how angry it looks. Fast, rapid looking thing. So we're moving now. I better get on the helm. Get to the chopper. Right, got rain marine on. We're just drifting a bit, so if we kick it forward and turn, oh, I can't turn very well, so it doesn't go as far that way. Well, it's still rotating, so we're in forward turning. Oh, the French are pulling in their anchor as well. Look at that. Right, the sun is setting. We've just rocked up to Samson again, so last time I was here, went right over there and beached it on the beach with Marakai. Sun setting, the clouds coming over, slightly ruining it. But you can see behind us, that's how shallow it is. So there's a big clump of seaweed, sand there, a little bit this way, it gets a tiny bit deeper. And basically we've got a drop in the tide, and I need 1.5 to just touch the bottom if I was just going to touch it. So I want a tiny bit over that, so we're just going to slowly drift down there, wait till it gets to like 1.8 maybe, and see what we get. So probably roughly there, I'm thinking, and then tomorrow when the tide rises we can get close to the beach or whatever. We don't even have to, but nice and calm here, dead flat. Really nice anchorage if you can get to it. She's in 2 meters of water right now, which gives a bit of margin, about ½ a meter roughly. So that's good. We're going to head over to that beach and look at the sunset through the gap. Safety first, always use the kill switch. Right. 1 kick, 2 kick, 3 kick. Very responsive. Right, let's get to the beach. Look out for the seaweed, and there's also rocks there, so fingers crossed we can get to the beach. We made it to the beach. I think this kind of beach is one I'd like to beach the boat on. It's just like sinky sand, so you like sink into it a bit, especially down there. It's like squashes in. So sinky sand is good sand, but let's find a way up here so we can see the sunset. Would you look at that sunset? You can see some clouds are rolling in, so it's not quite see it, but the sun is back there. Lovely. Right, we've made it back to the boat, a little bit later now, but we've got a lovely bit of moonlight over there, and you probably can't see at all, but we've got an abundance of stars outside, so it was pretty nice. Got back to do some hot chocolate, and then hit the hay. So that's it for this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.